What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the WLG Gaming Podcast. This is episode 79. I'm your host, Godly Sovereign, and today we got a lot to talk about, man. We got some Horizon Forbidden West news. Some PS Plus games have been leaked, and we also got a lot of hate towards Halo coming up. So stay tuned. Check in with us.
I got you me.
All right, so I am your host, Godly Sovereign, and of course, I have the two illustrious co-hosts with me, Sir Knight and Mark Araya. What is good, fellas? How y'all doing this evening?
Yo, what's up, guys? Happy belated Thanksgiving, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving
Definitely.
to y'all. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to anybody who catches this video or pops into the chat at any point in time. So, what you guys been up to this week? You guys been doing anything good?
Just family stuff, it's a first, I guess, holiday with the baby.
Oh yeah,
same
the
for
very
certain
first
night,
one.
I assume. So it's just hectically, traveling
Did
with the
y'all-
baby is always stressful.
Did you guys let the baby test any food, or it's a little too early for that? A little cranberry sauce or
Too
nothing?
early.
No.
Nah, too
Yeah,
early.
Too early.
I mean, Mark, your girl is
4 months.
4 months?
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter just turned 2 months. So, I mean,
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'll tell you what, my daughter is in the 98th percentile in height.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Nice.
She might be a
How
tall
tall
Beasley
is
then.
she? Like 24 inches,
24
25
inches. 24 inches, 2 months
Nice.
old. So
Okay.
I'm hoping she's going to be a
How
tall
much does she
one,
weigh?
man.
How much does she weigh now? Like 12, 13?
13 pounds, 14 ounces.
Nice.
Okay.
Almost
Nice.
14
She's in
pounds,
the
dude.
90th percentile in weight as well. So
Nice.
big girl.
So, did you
Nice,
guys get
man.
a chance to play like any games at all this over
Heck
this
yeah,
little time
dude.
period?
I'm on break
Yeah?
right now. I'm on
Oh
break.
yeah, for school.
So
Yeah.
I've been playing. I beat Prey. So that's
Okay,
one
you
thing
finished
I
that one
did.
off. Nice.
That game, I love that game, man. That's such a good
Okay.
game.
You play anything else?
I looked it up, Golly, and you had played Prey. Only 6 hours, man. No trophies earned. You didn't even earn a trophy, dude.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Yeah,
you didn't even barely play that game, man.
That's weird. Okay, all right. Yeah, I had to peep it. I could have sworn I played that hoe. I don't know though.
I mean, you played it, but you didn't play it all the way. You didn't get to.
I didn't finish it. You
didn't,
said I
like,
just played
play
6
it.
hours. Okay.
Mark, you need to play that game, man.
I'll add it to my backlog.
your ever-growing list.
Were you able to play anything, Mark?
This week has been a rough week for me, but last Sunday and Saturday I played a little games. I downloaded Unpacked. Dude,
Oh,
that game's dope. That game's pretty dope.
Is it like that?
It doesn't really have any replayability. I'm almost beating the whole damn thing. But it's a cool game if you just want to like.
I do want to play that game, man.
It's like a game for people who are OCD. You're gonna love it. You know.
Really?
Yeah, you just play stuff in the room, and I don't know. You can just beat it by placing shit wherever you want. I mean, there's certain criteria, like obviously, like a toy has to go on the shelf, but you can get really nitty gritty. Like, all right, all the books on the shelf, I'm gonna organize them by this. How tallest to shortest, or you could put group things by color. Like there's like sock drawers, underwear drawers. You could, I like organized a drawer really nice, and I unlocked some achievement for doing it. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I just did it because it looked nice. But it's just a cool game just to mess around with and easily pause. And then I got Cuphead.
Oh,
I've been meaning to get that game for like a couple years.
Isn't
So
that
was it on sale?
No, it's not on Game Pass.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
it for like
Cuphead
$6.
isn't on Game Pass. Okay.
Yeah, I got it for $6.
On which On which console? PC?
PC. But it's a play anywhere game, so you buy it anywhere and you play it anywhere on.
Oh,
Xbox
once you
or
own
PC.
it, you can own it on any platform. That's dope. That's 6 months is worth it. I've been wanting to play that game. That seems like a really fun game.
Yeah, get it on eBay, dude. That's where I
went
got
out to Black Friday today, so I got
You actually went out amongst the zombies?
Yeah, man. It was easy. I mean, I went out in the afternoon, so I mean, I didn't go out in the morning or anything, so it wasn't like too bad. I bought Cyberpunk again for the Xbox. So I bought it for the PlayStation 4, but I've basically been doing like all my gaming out in the living room, not here in the office. so I can be
Okay.
available, for the baby and stuff.
Gotcha.
So basically, the Xbox has basically been like my console right now. I haven't played my PlayStation in so long.
Yeah.
So basically, I wanted to play Cyberpunk because I just got done playing Prey, and I was like, man, that was so much fun. I want to play another first-person shooter RPG, and so I went out and I got Cyberpunk. It was only $10 today.
Ooh, dirt cheap. Dirt cheap.
$10, brand new.
I got it for 12, man. You got it even cheaper.
$10, dude. And so I'm really happy about that. I also picked up Guardians of the Galaxy for $25.
Oh yeah, I saw that Square Enix.
That one dropped
sale price.
quick,
That's
dude.
nice,
low, dude.
But that's
That
because
dropped
it's
way
like
too quick, man.
it's one of the regular, games like them Square Enix games and stuff, dude. Them shits be going like mad low on sales. Like they don't be playing around with that stuff. Like it's bullshit as Nintendo that be sitting there holding on to a game's price for like ever and a day, drop it $10 or something. Yeah, like I mean, the majority of the games that's the typical like discounted price. When you catch them on the sale, like 20,
25 is like really low because everywhere else was like 30 or 35. No one went to 25, so Walmart's price is like really low, and that's like what made me want to get it because Target was 30.
Okay,
and I was like, but 25 at Walmart, that's a really good deal, man. So I picked that.
Now you'll have to let me know if you enjoy it as much as I did.
I can't imagine why I wouldn't. You seem to really like it, and people really liked it as well. I also regret that I got. I kind of regret that I got Resident Evil 8 that you told me about on the PlayStation 5. I should have got that for the Xbox Series X.
Oh, because you can't play it now.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to play it.
Hey, just go get on a GameStop. GameStop has it for 18 used or 20 new. So I don't know if you have any stacked up credit.
We bought it for 20 new. Yeah. Maybe you could try to. I bought Resident Evil Village for the 20 when I shot you the link on Friday evening.
I thought that was a dope price.
You told me you purchased it, and I was like, you know what, I should buy that shit. And then I went and I checked, and I still had from pre-ordering the Guardians of the Galaxy, I got $10 from that, and then from buying Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the Midnight headphones, I had like another 10. So I just used that. I think I paid like 89 cents and with the taxes or whatever after everything. So I was like, all right, cool. That's that's solid game for 89 cents for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I really want to play it. I just don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to on the PS5, but because I really want to play it pretty badly.
Yeah, so
that's a game I'm gonna play through on easy.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna set it to easy, man.
So I tried to play quite a few things over this little period of time I had. So have you guys tried a Rift Breaker?
Yeah, I actually downloaded that and tried that as well.
Okay,
that was a pretty good game.
Oh,
I
downloaded that the day it came out. It's like the RTS and you control the mech.
Yeah.
I just haven't played it yet. It looks sick though.
Yeah, it seems like one of those games
it's like a builder. I don't know if it's an RTS. It's like you build a world. So it's kind of like that.
It's
one,
like a tower
Dyson
with a mech,
right?
that you control.
Yeah,
sort of like Dyson Sphere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was playing that one. It's okay. I think it probably plays like way much better on the PC.
That's how I felt too, Valley. When I was playing it, I was like, I bet you it felt really clunky with the controller, man.
Yeah, I was kind of like, damn it. I feel like it would be a little bit more smoother if I was playing on a PC because it just feels like you need a mouse to click shit, as opposed to like running up on stuff and trying to pull it.
Like pressing every button and like L, L, B, B, B. Okay, that's what I want. Now build. It's like, dude, if I just had a mouse, I'd just click and build. Like,
I found myself getting lost in the menu like mad times, because I clicked the wrong button and it shot me to a different section of the menu. So like having to go around.
I was thinking, Golly, like this would have been better if it was one or the other, like a builder or an action RPG. Like just let me play the mech and shoot things. That seemed fun. Or let me build things. Like trying to do them both, I was like, I don't know. This seems like too much for a console. Like it seems much more like a PC game to me.
I think maybe if they streamlined it more, it might be a little bit better to deal with. But that was one that Brahms had my boy Brahms had recommended for me a long time ago because he said he was playing at home like beta on the Steam or whatever. And so as soon as it came out, he was like, oh, I bought it, it was amazing, same thing or whatever. So I wanted to try that out just so I could give it a go. But I think it's probably like a way better PC game than that. I
Yeah,
also tried. I decided to go ahead and give Halo multiplayer a go. So
wow.
I downloaded that
I had
just to
not done
see.
that. I thought about it, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, the reason why I decided to go ahead and download it and give it a try, since I really hate multiplayer like first person shooters, was because everybody had been shitting all over Battlefield 2042 and
Mhm.
Call of Duty Vanguard. Like I hear,
Mhm.
like Call of Duty Vanguard is like terrible at first, and then after a while, it gets better. And then I just heard that there was just so much bullcrap in 2042 that people just weren't really liking it too much or whatever. Hey, it was good, Squid. Yeah.
What's up,
As far
Squid?
as like the multiplayer goes for Halo, I thought it was okay. I thought that they had an interesting like tutorial or whatever, because they had like the NPCs running around, you having to kill and shoot the NPCs. But I felt like it takes a lot to kill somebody. Like it takes a
Yeah.
lot of damage to down
Yeah,
someone
it's not
because
a
you got to
six
deal
shooter,
with their
man.
shield and stuff. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Halo's
mean
not
it's
a
the
six
same
shooter.
as every other Halo. You know, the
Yeah.
time to kill
yeah,
is consistent with all the
it's been a
Halos.
while since I played a Halo, so it's like I don't really, know that or like recall it, but it just feels like you just sitting there, trying to take somebody out for like a cool minute, like god damn, man.
That's what always was kind of cool. I always felt like Halo was a little more forgiving than like Vanguard. Like if you get hit, if you're running and you feel yourself getting hit, you can kind of like get behind cover, before you die. Like
Right,
in
right, right.
COD, if you get hit, you're dead, dude.
You
Like if
know,
you get
yeah,
like it's very twitchy. Where
yeah,
Halo's a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
for
more
sure.
forgiving. I've always felt like Halo was a little bit more forgiving
Yeah,
Yeah.
as
I
far as
So
like.
this. What's up,
So
Mark?
yeah, so I did a little bit of that. Like I played like 2 or 3 matches, just to get a feel of the idea of how it was going and whatnot, and just to know for sure it's not for me. But yeah, that, and then I finally got Resident Evil 8 in, and dude, man, like I see why that was on the list for like, wasn't it on the list for Game of the Year?
Yeah, that's for Game of the
Like
Year. Yeah.
that's a good game, man. Like I'm like, dude, I gotta get back on it. Like I'm trying to get back on it. Like I was on here, prepping for the live, and I'm like, damn, I got about an hour. Maybe I could get some gameplay in before before we get on and talk. But
See, that's how
I
I
just
felt about
decided to
Prey,
wait.
man. Like, if you like that, I think you would love Prey. Like, you never played Resident Evil 7, right?
No, which was disappointing because it said like it asked me if I wanted a recap from Biohazard 7. So I did do that recap just to kind of understand a little bit, but I think what I'm gonna do after I get done with this one and I have like another downtime and no games to play, I'm gonna just pop in, I'm gonna download Biohazard and play it in VR because I think it'll be really sick in VR. So I've
Yeah,
been
like
I've been
that's how I
back on
was.
my VR steez, so I'm gonna try to get that experience in VR.
When Mark told me about that, because he was like telling me I would like it, but for
Mhm.
some reason, I guess I'm the only one because you didn't go and try it because I went and played it, and I was really liking Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, it's because I
So,
had some other games that I was trying to finish up and that I had coming in. So those were the ones that took priority or whatever. And I just didn't get a chance to download the
like,
Biohazard.
it's still a tad creepier than I prefer, but
Mhm.
like, it's still really dope. I loved Resident Evil 7, really well designed game.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, this
figured
one
Village would
is,
be sick too.
yeah, Village is cool. It's rough if you play it on normal in like the very beginning, but then
Hmm.
once you kind of like they give you a lot of leeway because you can get your ass beat, and as long as you got a little smidgen of life, you can just hit that R1 button and pour some shit on your hand, and apparently it just like heals you up. So like you can be in like a tight situation, and as long as you got a health thing, you can get that shit off and then be able to keep going. So it'll allow you to like, try to like use your knife and cut, or maybe you find some bullets and you can shoot some shit or whatever. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that game. So I mean, I was able to dabble in a couple of little games and stuff like that. And then it was funny that you mentioned Unpacked, Mark. I forgot about that one. But I meant to have my wife play that one because we were effing around on the console, and I downloaded Bejeweled for her, and she was on that shit heavy. So like she had my Xbox for a minute because she was playing Bejeweled, and that's a
Ah,
360. That's a 360 game off of Game Pass or whatever. So I'm like, damn, I forgot about Unpack. I need to get her on Unpack because she liked them little puzzle games and stuff.
Yeah,
So she
dude,
kind of
it's
stole your Xbox, huh?
Yeah. She had the room on lockdown for a minute.
yeah, that's a good one, dude. I think she'll like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, last Monday on the 15th, I downloaded Halo also Infinite. And I really like it. It's just right now it's really hard to play first person shooters. Just because on the moment's notice I'll have to, be
Pop
distracted.
up. Yeah.
So it's just not a good time for me to play FPSs right now. But I really liked it. It felt substantially better than the past couple Halo games. Like it reminds me of 2 and 3, in all the right places. So I really like Halo Infinite. I'm really excited though for the campaign to come out. I think that's what made me the most excited because I was like, dude, this is nostalgia right here. This is awesome. I just can't wait for the freaking campaign to
Dude,
come
the
out.
campaign looks so good to me. When Gali and I were going over that reveal,
It's
I don't
another
know, it
level,
looked
man.
really solid to me, man. Like I was like really pumped for it. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm not really in a place right now or in a mood to play like multiplayer FPS. I want like something I can pause, I can kind of take my time and dabble in rather than like competing. I wanted to play it though, because I really wanted to get my hands on Halo. I'm kind of waiting for that 8th. Like the 8th still seems like so far away.
The 8th of what, December?
That's when the campaign launches.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I really want to play it because I know it's like right there, but I'm just going to wait until the campaign before I play it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what all the hoopla was about with multiplayer, just so I could say, hey, at least I've played it.
Yeah,
I've
I hear you.
But
sure.
I'm really just looking for that campaign. That's all I'm really caring about. That's Halo related. So all that other shit, that's irrelevant. But
yeah. And I played one more game too, Deep Rock Galactic. I don't know.
Okay,
I downloaded that too, but that seemed like another one that was like a builder, right?
It's more of a resource collector. What's that one game that where it had procedurally generated planets?
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
It's kind of like a junior No Man's Sky, and all the places are instanced. So,
it's multiplayer though, right? Like
yes, it's multiplayer.
And there's like waves of enemies, right?
Yes, but the cool thing is you can play solo, and you get like a little drone that's like an AI bot. So you can focus on objectives, and the drone is like fighting shit, and you're just like, all right, I'm collecting resources, I'm digging. So
that's cool. That actually might change my mind.
Yeah, dude, the drone. Like I played a multiplayer match, and then I was like, all right, my the guy who joined is not even playing with me, so I just turned that off, and I was like, all right, the AI drone will pick stuff off, and I'm just doing the missions, collecting the resources. So it's a kind of cool fun little game, So that's one that I checked out too.
I'll download that one. I wanted to play with that one too, Mark. I heard that was a really good game.
Oh, I also got a chance to play some Mortal Shell as well.
Oh, I just downloaded that today.
I downloaded it and I started it. I got my first sword. I got as far as I did the first 2 fights or whatever.
Bruh,
and then I stopped.
I'm like confused, man. Like, how do you get stronger? I don't understand how you get stronger in it, because it seems like all I'm doing is like going through the stuff, and then I die, and then there's like I get no benefit from my death or anything. It's just like I start over again. So I feel like it's not as fun or appealing for me to come back to as like Dark Souls is, because at least like I know I'm doing something and I'm collecting something so that I can later turn in to get like stronger. But with this, I don't even understand it. I mean, it's like XP or something. I don't even know if it's much XP. I don't understand it. So you guys, when you guys play some more of it, you guys have to give me a little bit more insight if you guys carry on further. But I was just playing it and I was just like, it's cool, but like it's not really.
You want to get on that village though,
dude.
But I really wanted to play Cyberpunk badly.
Cyberpunk is nice, but if you bought it for the Xbox, right? Just when your daughter go to sleep, get your ass back in the room and go play on the PS5 and play that village. Then when she up, just go back in the living room.
It's kind of like I'm out there playing something already.
Okay.
And then like
so you have to stop, pause.
Or I might have her in the swing. So if she needs something, then she goes to bed. But I just keep playing what I was playing, kind of thing, So I just kind of like never go back to the room because I'm kind of focused on what I'm playing.
Yeah.
But so
don't you got a beanbag in the room?
A beanbag? Yeah, I got the love sack.
Man, put her right on the love sack, bro. Tuck a little blankets on the left and right so she don't roll out nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I mean, well, it's not just that. It's like my wife's out there. Like all the family is out in the living room, so it's just like
Okay, yeah,
that's where it's at,
I got
But
you. Yeah.
anyways,
That's what's up. But all right. So yeah, like I said before, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's start with the Horizon stuff, right? Let's go ahead and talk about some of this little news that was given to us from the PlayStation blog, and they were kind of talking about how the world is like supposed to be really, really lively. Like they tried to put a lot of thought into the world, almost on some like some damn, what's the game's name?
my
I
mind
forgot.
was like, is this gonna be as detailed as a Naughty Dog, like Last of
Like
Us?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Last of Us. Like, is it gonna be like as much storytelling in the world like Last of Us is,
I
or
doubt it.
is
I
it
don't
gonna
think it will
be?
be, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
I mean, they were saying that it was like a living, breathing world, and that everything had like purpose, or like you know, like if the colony had like a certain trait, like that trait was kind of like reiterated with like all of the stuff going on in the city, like
Right.
it resembled that and whatnot. And so I
Yeah, I
think
thought that was cool.
yeah, I think that us being able to just go to these towns or whatever with lively people is totally different from the first game, right? Because we were just like on the hunt or whatever, for the next bit of information and running from the enemies and stuff like that. But this one seems like there's times where you'll have like passive gameplay, where you just be able to like go into this village and just like explore and stuff, and you're not always having to fight and
There
kill.
was like one main village, and then there was like little tiny, like little small, really small settlements, like in the first one, right?
Yeah, yeah,
There was
yeah.
like one main village where like you went to the hunter's lodge or whatever, and then there's like little spots out in the world that were small. But I don't think we had like multiple cities
Well,
like
I
in
think the big
Horizon.
one is like chain scrape or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like an
something like that.
outpost or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, they have like the settlements, which are like little small areas, like you were saying.
but this has
So
like it looks like multiple cities, and yeah,
yeah.
what's cool is like not even just for Horizon, but I think in almost all open world multiplayer games,
Hmm.
like no matter what part of the map you're on, everyone acts the same. Like if you play
Yeah.
like Assassin's Creed, for instance, Valhalla, like
Hmm.
it's a big world with like multiple cities and multiple towns,
Yeah.
even like even different ethnic groups, but they
Hmm.
all act and do the same thing. They just walk, the streets or whatever. This one
Right.
is supposed to be like the cities are like unique. This isn't just like unique for like a Horizon game. This is kind of unique for open world games where like every city you go to is going to feel the people themselves and the way that they act and the way that they function are going to feel unique to each city. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, man, that's
Um,
sick. I'm hoping that it'll be reasons to like walk around the city and explore the city. You know what I mean? Like things to hunt or side quests or whatever to do stuff in
Yeah.
these cities that'll get you like cool pieces of gear or something like that.
like
Yeah.
even this right here, this authenticity through behavior, like this looks breathing, like living and breathing, like the world. Like you have these birds flying in a flock back here. The
Yeah.
clouds are like ruffling in the wind. The waterfall is flowing. Like this feels very, very authentic. That's the
Now,
right
is
word. Like
is
authentic.
it me or does it look like it's almost a globe? Like you're looking at like a round
Almost
world.
like you're like it's
The
turning
way
like
it's
a
like
like a
curving
planet.
off the
Yeah,
side, yeah.
yeah, it does.
Like
You're
all
right.
this stuff is growing so far out into space that you can see it, from afar.
Yeah, it looks really. This imagine, dude, just planting yourself on a cliffside and looking
And looking
out.
at that,
You're gonna be like, "Whoa, that's awesome."
yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have picture mode in this one. I don't remember if they did on the last one. I think they did, but
It
I
looks
think they're definitely
massive.
gonna have picture mode in this.
This looks really huge. Like here's a city, a bustling city, and it's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Like people are kind of like functioning in a real way.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, they're walking in and out of that major outpost temple or
Yeah,
whatever
like
that's
these
over
people
there
like
and
they're
all that
walking
stuff.
together and then they stop. Like
Yeah,
oftentimes in these games, they don't really interact with each other. They kind of just keep walking. They pass each other. Like
hmm,
there's not. It doesn't feel authentic. Like this definitely feels like a lot more authentic when you look at it
yeah,
from like a
Yeah.
picture like
When you
this.
when you brought up Valhalla, that's what this reminded me of, because in Valhalla, you know how in each town there's a bunch of different vendors. There's like little mini games and stuff. So
Mhm.
I expect that each tribe will have their own particular little side things you can do. So it's pretty awesome. I really want to see like what kind of I guess equipment each town will sell, because obviously with the workbench and the new equipment, that's going to be a main component with the game. So
Yeah,
it seems
man.
like there'll be a major benefit going to all the towns, collecting all the gear. So I always love the collecting aspect, so I feel like this will really living up, like just make the game have a lot more playability.
Like,
Yeah.
look at this like concept art. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like they really took to heart their concept art. Like, how many times do you see like concept art for a game and it's not even anywhere near as detailed? The game is not even anywhere near as detailed as the concept art was. You're
Yeah,
like,
you're
dude, I
like,
wish the
damn, like
concept.
where'd you lose your your
Yeah,
motive?
where'd all that detail go? This looks so
Yeah.
blocky and boring. But like, look at this, and then look at this. They really brought it to life, man. Like, it
Hmm.
looks really close to their concept art. Like, it
Yeah.
looks a little less, full than this,
Hmm.
but it's pretty darn close. Like, it's
Yo,
pretty
what up,
awesome.
What's up,
AG?
Anthony?
What's good, man?
What's up?
But yeah, dude. I mean, like I just hope that they don't all have like the same types of buildings. You know what I mean? Like that one looks rough. You know, it looks like it's more wood, and the other one looked like it was a little bit more advanced. So if they got some type of shanty town type shit, like one little little town that's just like really made out of planks and aluminum siding and stuff like that, that'd be dope. Just like see like the different environments so that you're just not
Dude,
going to the same
I,
types.
I, de- I definitely think it's going to be that way, dude. Like, every town's going to look different, I think. I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to be like a copy and paste like a Valhalla, right? Where every town is the same building
Yeah.
structures, same,
Right.
everything is the same. I think it's going to feel like, wow, this, when you walk into the city, it's going to be like a whole new visual experience. So like, I really think it will be that way. I believe,
Yeah.
based on what we're reading here, that's how I'm interpreting this.
Yeah, I'm interpreting the same way. I'm sure within the same tribe, like if there's a bunch of settlements at the same tribe, they may use some of the same assets and building
Sure,
styles,
yeah.
but because they're doing such a big identity thing with each tribe, I assume that when you go to like, a faraway region, it's going to be all new, probably animations, models, everything for the
So
NPCs and
they also kind of made a distinction between the first one. Mark, right? You haven't finished the first one yet, right?
no.
Okay. Well, then I'll mention the godly. Like in the first one, you basically just got OP. Like, by the end of the game, like, you were just able to do kind of everything. This
Yeah.
game is supposed to be like more specialized, I guess. So you won't
Okay,
just be
so you
like
have
great at
like
everything.
a specific route that you can take with your skills.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or do you like by the end of the game just being busted in like every skill?
No, I like having it where you chose like a specific pathway, and so that's what you're good at, and anything else like if you just focus on the bow and only the bow, then you're gonna be fucking awesome at the bow. You're gonna be Hawkeyeing it out there. But the moment you try to grab your bow staff, it's just gonna be a little weak. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, damn, I need to get space so I can use this bow. The staff is gonna be like my secondary just to get them off of me, but my bow is gonna be my primary or something. I've always liked that with like the Souls games. Like I think Demon Souls is probably like the best one because the more you used um a weapon or an item or whatever from a specific category, you got better in that area. The more you use your sword or swing your sword, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You gain more
Yeah.
strength or whatever, that type of stuff. Like Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, the more you ran, you got your stamina up so you could run longer. The more you swam, you were able to swim better and stuff like that. I like that because then it makes it so like if you are awesome at everything, you literally did everything. You know what I mean? You're a jack of all trades. You didn't just pump your points that you got, from shooting the shit out of your bow, into your staff to make your staff
It
better.
it
You
it
work
does
on your
sound
staff.
it does sound though like you can't get good at everything. Like,
Mm.
by the end of the
I'm
game,
okay with that also.
you're gonna have to like specialize into one thing. Like, the way I understand it, and the reason why I guess I'd be on board for it is
Hmm.
because that reminds me a little bit more of like a Fallout game. Like in
Yeah.
Fallout, you can, like, let's say I want to specialize in melee weapons. That means I have to dump like the vast majority of all my experience in the melee.
Yeah,
stuff.
to get all those good perks. Yeah.
Right. And then my guns aren't going to be that good. But what's cool about that is you can replay the game now. Like
Exactly what I was gonna say.
I remember playing through the game with guns,
Uh-huh.
and then I was like, dude, I really want to do a melee build. And you can like start the game over and build your character as a melee, and that was so much fun to do that. So that'd be cool if that's in here too.
Yeah, it definitely the fact that replayability would be dope. Hey, what's good, Samurai? Thank you for popping in again.
What's up, Samurai?
But yeah, just having the option to just choose like, oh, you know, I went, you know, with the bow for so long, but I'm not really liking it. I'm kind of getting my ass beat. Or I'm having trouble with it. So let me start it over again and let me switch to staff or something. Or maybe there's just a respec where you can just like respec your entire shit and then just, you know, get better. I wouldn't mind that either, you know, like the fact to be able to respec and then just try a different thing, you know, and be able to test all of it out. Like, I don't mind that, but I like getting, you know, bottlenecked into a direction, you know, like, or forced to go this way or that way, you know what I mean? And not having like all this stuff, because sometimes getting access to everything can be overwhelming, you know? So it's like, if I know exactly what I want to get, you know, I can go straight for that. And then I can figure out that pathway first and then adjust to see like the little stuff that I might want from this path to that path or this path or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I like the Fallout example.
Or Mark, like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Right? Like you went like melee or like magic, or you went like heavy two-handers or like one-handers and a sword. Right? Like I'm sure you had a build, right, Mark, and like that.
Yeah.
But like you can go back and play it as like a magic user this time or something, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing for Elden Ring. I got excited when they were using magic and bows and arrows because I never do that. I always make like a strength build with like very minimal magic, very minimal. But I was like, oh,
I always do that, dude.
Here.
Magic is bread and butter out there in Dark Souls, man.
Magic looks OP, but for some reason, I just like being a knight for some reason.
Me too, dude. I'm the same way. I mean, the knight says it all, right?
Yeah.
I'm Sir Knight, so I gotta be a knight.
Yeah, but
Sir Loser.
Sir Knight. But yeah, but I'm excited for this game, dude. I love builds. Just like in Diablo 2, I love just starting new characters because you could only have one build per character. So like when you brought up Fallout, I was like, you're right, dude. You hit that nail on the head. I want to play Fallout because there's a lot of builds that I never even tried, and I just want to mess around and you know. So that adds a lot of theory crafting in your head. You know, when you're OP and you can just do it all, that's not fun. You know.
Yeah.
It's cool when you're, you know, when you have to choose wisely. So
I guess the question here is for y'all, does this make you want to, because we're probably just going to be buying one game in February, and that's Elden Ring, but does this make you think about buying Horizon right next to Elden Ring, or are you still waiting a month? Like, does this kind of make you want to buy it more?
I've already wanted to buy Horizon, and I will buy Horizon, but it's just a matter of when I play it. You know what I'm saying? So does this make me want to get it like day one when I just purchased Elden Ring day one? No, because I already know I wanted to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So this is just, you know, extra icing on a cake that I already knew I wanted. But you know, it's just nice. You know, it's nice to see that it's gonna have a lot of stuff in there. So, you know, but I'm gonna take my time with Elden Ring. So, you know, unfortunately, Elden Ring is just gonna shit all over the possibilities that I have for that month of February. You know, the only thing that Horizon can do for itself is maybe bump that shit up to like February 2nd or something like that, like some early in February, man. Just change the date. Like what's 12 or so days, you know? Just push that shit up.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't delay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Elden Ring for a long time. I'm gonna try to, you know, get all the achievements and just take my time playing that game. So unfortunately, I don't know what I'm gonna get this game. I still gotta beat the first one, so I'm just gonna Elden Ring is gonna consume all the limited time that I have.
That's so crazy, man. Like, I honestly think, dude, Horizon needs to delay again. Like, I feel kind of the same way. Like, this looks so good, though.
It does, dude.
Like, this
There's
looks
no fault
so good. So like it makes me think like maybe it can compete, but I still feel like everyone's just gonna buy Elden Ring with their February budget. I don't know. I just don't see people buying like multiple games in 1 week.
Yeah.
But so one of these games is gonna suffer, and I think it's gonna be Horizon.
Yeah, what you think, Anthony? If you're still in there, man, or Samurai, or Squid, are any of you guys possibly getting Horizon and Elden Ring, or maybe you getting Elden Ring instead of Horizon because of the time slot, or you getting Horizon instead of Elden Ring? Like that's one of those things that I know that these games have to be looking at, and it's just like.
Totally.
I think the best thing they could do is, Elden. That's another person getting Elden Ring. So, Samurai is definitely getting Elden Rings. But are you gonna get Horizon at all, or are you just gonna wait on Horizon and just focus on Elden Ring straight up? And then if you want another game, you might get Horizon. Because I would be constantly looking at the release schedule and just like, shit, another guy pushed his game back. Like, damn, hey Bill, we got to push this back, bro.
I just don't know if there's anything that Sony can release to offset people's desire to get Elden Ring instead of Horizon that much. I think the best they can hope for is that people buy both. And I think that's going to be a small minority, of the community. I don't think the majority of the gaming community is going to buy both these games. I think they're going to buy one of them.
Yeah,
so I think it's just tough, man. I think it's really tough because I feel like in the same boat. Like I'm going to be ended up waiting on Horizon. As good as it looks, isn't that crazy? Yeah. That shows you how banger February is going to. Not just February, but 2020 is going to be.
Yeah, just 2020 is going
to be nuts. Yeah, 2022 is going to be just retarded.
Yeah.
The only good news is if for whatever reason the Elden Ring doesn't live up to its hype, you can sell it, trade it easily, and go and get Horizon.
That's not happening, dude.
I'm just saying,
but it's a possibility.
At least for February, you have an escape route. Your February is going to be booked. So
it is, man.
Yeah,
but like a lot of the year is booked. So that's what's crazy.
Dude.
I think
March is a lot of solid shit coming out.
Yeah, dude.
Because Arceus got pushed to February too, right?
Did it?
No, Arceus is still January. We're still good for January in that one. So that's my January game. But it's gonna be Elden for February, and then if I have time, Horizon in March. But I'm gonna be playing Elden for a good minute. So
yeah, man.
I don't know. We'll see, man.
Yeah, for sure. So something to look forward to. But on to the next topic that we have. The December PlayStation Plus games have been leaked. Way ahead of schedule, I'm assuming, but not too far ahead. I mean, it's December right there. Yeah, and I don't even really think it's a leak, man. I think they'd be dropping this shit out like that.
Dude, it leaks every month, man.
Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's never really a leak. But as we see the games here, we have shitty ass Godfall. We have Mortal Shell, which was
I'm hyped for that one to be free.
It's not shitty, dude. Like it's
Godfall?
not great. It's not great, but it's not shitty.
Dude,
it was
a perfect PS Plus
compared
game,
to all of their other stuff.
That's amazing.
It is. It's a good PS Plus game. I'm still gonna download it, even though I don't own the game. I'm gonna download it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my library. I don't know if I'm gonna play it though. I never after seeing
you enjoy it to some degree.
Well, I mean, after seeing all that stuff that we saw when it had originally released, it just seemed like it wasn't as good as what it should have been. But I mean, maybe I'll give it a try. I gave Halo multiplayer a try, so maybe I'll give this one a shot.
Dude, I feel like these games get better over time. They work out all the bugs, they add more content, they add quality of life improvements. So a game like this is perfect to keep in your library. So I'm not gonna play it out of the gates, but I'm really happy to have this in my library.
But I mean, it's been a year, right? And we haven't heard anything from it. Like, I haven't heard anything about any adjustments or whatever that they've made. And it's kind of like No Man's Sky. I was hearing stuff like all the time about how they were trying to make the game better and things like that. Even like BioShock Biomutant had like a quick, turnaround or whatever for adjustments.
I think the reason why you didn't hear a lot is because it wasn't a very popular game in the public's eye.
This
Where,
was Gearbox though, and a PS5 exclusive of like
it
5
wasn't
that
though.
they
You
have.
barely
Like,
even heard anyone talking about this game. Like everyone was hyped to high heaven for No Man's Sky, dude. So when that game failed, like all eyes were on it, and then everyone was following it to see what it would do. No one was following this like that. This wasn't like hype sesh. Like people weren't like following this game like that. And same with the other one you mentioned. Like people were really following those games quite a bit. Like Biomutant was pretty popular. Like it sold a lot of units. Like this game didn't sell very many units.
it didn't.
I just don't think it's like being followed by anybody. That's why it's not in the news. But they they released a big update on this game.
It seems like it would be one of those games that would be highly followed because it's Gearbox. You know what I mean? This is like this is a big studio, you know, and so for them to drop a game like this and it be, you know, it gets shit numbers. If that's what you're saying, it just got shit numbers, as you know, compared to like what it's always done with Borderlands. Then you would think that it would try to put even more into it to bring it back, like to have people like, you know, buy the game or at least get users playing it, you know. Because Borderlands, people are still playing that shit today. You know, Borderlands 3 or whatever. Like,
and 2.
I think it coming to PS Plus proves the point. You know, like it's a year old and it's on PS Plus. Like, not even No Man's Sky is coming to PS Plus yet. You know, like Biomutant is not going to be on PS Plus. I mean, like it's going to be a long time. Like that just goes to show you this game did not sell, so they're going to throw it now out for free. You know, like it's just. That's just what happened with this game. No one bought it. Like no one bought this game.
It's crazy. It's crazy for a launch title though to be available for free on the PS Plus. I mean, it has been a year. It doesn't really. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't really feel like it's been a year. It feels like it's been less than that.
Why is Demon Souls not free yet? They both launched at the same price because people are still buying Demon Souls.
Yeah, Demon Souls. This is the reason why Demon Souls never went on any kind of like Christmas sale or anything of that nature.
Yeah, I think like it's on sale finally for like 40 or $50 for Black Friday. It's like a year old.
Is it?
And it's still pricey, dude. It's like,
hey, do you guys remember last year all the buy 2 get 1 frees and all the promotions?
And it was always
excluding Demon Souls. So we're not going to see that. $40 is a steal, or however much it is.
Yeah, man. It was another game too that it was excluding. I can't remember what the game was though.
We have Mortal Shell, dude. They're just throwing that on every console now.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, I'm happy that the Mortal Shell people got their bread. You know what I mean? Because that was an indie studio, and it was supposed to be like a Demon Souls and wait for the Demon Souls. And you know, the fact that we got a chance to play it, you know, I was excited to be able to play it finally because I hadn't bought it. You know what I mean? I had tried like on my shit PC, the demo, and it wasn't adequate for it. So like I had no real good look at it. And you know, just sitting with it and whatnot, I feel like it's something that could be there. Like I enjoy going through the world and fighting or whatever, but I'm not feeling any kind of gains. I'm not feeling progression or growth. Yeah, gains that I feel in Demon Souls or Dark Souls. So I need to figure out how you get to that point, and if once I can understand that mechanic or how you advance or whatever, then that'd be different. But like, you know, eating a mushroom or whatever 10 times to be able to get the maximum knowledge on it, and then it not giving me anything more, like staying on longer or some shit, just seems stupid. So it's like, what am I doing here? Like, the mushrooms don't even grow that often. I gotta die each time to get another mushroom, and killing these guys, I'm not getting anything for it. Like, so what's going on? The only thing I get to keep is items, and them bitches ain't dropping like that. So, you know, but yeah. So I mean, Mortal Shell, it's like cool if I could figure out how it's supposed to be. You know, like what's the motive and what's supposed to keep you going and whatnot. How do you get stronger? Then I'll give it some more time. But until then, you know, I'm just on Resident Evil. But this Lego DC Supervillains, I feel like that was like an extra throw in. Like that bitch has gotta be old as hell. But I mean, the Legos game, I think they've put like damn near every Lego game for free
Batman,
on PlayStation at some
Avengers,
point.
all of them, dude.
Yeah, I feel
I mean,
like
I just think
fucking Lord of the Rings
God,
was free.
Godfall and Mortal Shell are two big ones. Like that's you got to be real happy
Yeah, they
for your
two decent
PS4
games for sure.
subscription.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if we didn't have a Xbox already, we would have been able to finally play Mortal Shell. You know what I mean, for free
right,
on the
right.
PS4. So that's solid. And then Godfall, it is what it is. They're giving you the Challenger Edition, so I'm not sure exactly what comes in the Challenger Edition. But I don't know if it's like DLC involved, if they even had DLC or whatever. But the fact that you get that high of an edition for free 99 is at least cool. You know what I mean? You might have like a cool weapon or something like that was added in that might make it play better or something like that. So I mean, I might give it a go just because. But I feel like I got tainted after I heard all of that, all of the responses and stuff like that from the people who played the game to play the game, not the people who were like invested in the game, from the very beginning because they got seeded copies from Gearbox and stuff like that. Those are the only dudes I heard that were like raving about the game. Everybody else who bought their own copy just was kind of like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it was just it was fun the time I had with it.
But you said it got repetitive after a while, right?
Yeah, but that was the problem. It got a little repetitive after a while. But it was really cool. I think you guys should try it out, even if you don't like beat it to the end. I think you'll have fun just playing around with the combat for a while. Like it's a lot of fun.
Did you finish it?
I didn't beat it yet. No, I didn't beat it.
Okay, all right. Well, at least you have it. You can do it digitally now, so you don't have to remove a game or anything like that. When you get a chance, you can just pop it. Oh,
yeah. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to just have it on the system now.
This is like off topic for PlayStation, but have you guys been utilizing the xCloud for your Xbox at all?
The cloud gaming?
Yeah.
Where you just hit cloud when you see a game, you hit the cloud button.
Right. Yeah. To just play game instead of install.
I've just been installing still.
Okay. Yeah, that one's allowed me to try a couple of games just like real quick, without having to wait, to install and everything. But I just went right into Mortal Shell. And played that on there. And then I played what was it? Halo multiplayer. I played that one just on the cloud, like real quick. And then
you played Halo multiplayer on the cloud?
I think I did. I might it might not have been that one, but there was another one that I played on the cloud. That was like real quick. I think I did Rift Breaker off the cloud and whatnot.
Unpack seems perfect for the cloud.
Yeah, I was gonna say a game like Unpacked, but at the same time, the game's so small. I don't even know if it's a gig. It's like it's one of those
it'll probably be real quick, right?
That's true. Yeah,
that's
true.
But no, I just download my games, dude. I just download the games.
That's what I did too, Mark. Yeah, I just download. I've been installing.
Yeah, I was
gonna kind of try it, but
I was gonna see if I download Mortal Shell, if it'll play any different for me, because it was kind of like a little kind of like a little lag, like time lag when you click a button and you swing and stuff like that.
Did you all see
because of the cloud or what?
I don't know if you looked at what's leaving soon from Game Pass, but Destiny 2 is leaving Game Pass soon. It said.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It said leaving soon. Destiny 2, all of them, even to the light, whatever the new one.
Damn.
Beyond Light, that sucks.
Beyond the Light, yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna cut their users. Because that game's been on there for a while. Dude. Like that seems like one of the ones you would just keep, like Outriders or something. Like you would just.
This is what I was talking about. Like when you have these gaming as a service games where like you're supposed to stay playing forever and you invest like money into this game, and then it's no longer in Game Pass. Like that's really bad. I would not want to put Game Pass games like that on there unless they're going to be indefinitely on there.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Outriders, they updated that game, golly. Like they added whole new expeditions and they took away the timer now.
Yeah, I heard that they have like endless runs now, so like you take as long as you need to be able to finish the whole thing.
You just go as slow as you want, and you can take as long as you want. And so like I played a little bit today, and I was like, this is much more enjoyable, dude.
Were you I know that when they had first announced it, which was almost like a week ago, they said that if you went back and played the game, within the first week of them announcing the update that they would give you another legendary piece or whatever.
Yeah,
So
one was in
you
my
know,
bag. I got a helmet, a legendary helmet
okay.
in my bag when I logged in.
They also decided to change like the currency or whatever that was needed from that one dude that gives you like the armor pieces and stuff like that. And then they had like an algorithm that changes like the type of weapon that drops for you. Like if you already have that weapon, it'll drop something else. It'll just keep rolling until it gives you something new.
Yeah,
And then
Tiago's shop. You can now. There's an option there where you can spend the expedition points or whatever
right,
to re-roll his shop as many times as you want. So
right,
it's not
That's
right.
like you
dope.
have to wait like Zer once a week to
Yeah,
reset, but you just re-roll it until you find an item you want. Like, it's really cool. So if you have a whole bunch of resources, you can just kind of like
yeah.
find what you need. Like they made some really good updates. Really good.
Yeah, I
Hey, is
heard they
that
lowered some resources costs as well too, so that it wasn't so like ridiculously expensive with time consumption.
a good game you could pause? Can you pause in that game at all by chance if you're playing single player? Or I know
You
it's a
can
multi.
pause. You can pause it, but if you're in an expedition, you can't pause it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it doesn't really matter anymore because what I did, because I was having that issue too, Mark. Like my daughter needed something, so it did be fed. So
hey,
I
what's
just
up,
ran
Trump?
away like back
Appreciate
What's
you
to
up?
the
coming in,
front.
bro.
I ran back to the front and I just stopped and I paused it. Like the enemies don't come chase me, and then I did what I had to do, and then I went
Yeah,
back. But since there's no timer anymore, it's kind of like you can pause now. So I was
right.
like, it doesn't work.
As long as you're out of the way from the enemy, they won't like bum rush you until you advance forward and go into
Right,
trigger like the
right.
next sequence or whatever. So yeah, it's cool.
So I liked it, man. Like it almost made me want to play Outriders again. I dumped a lot of time into that game, but I think they made some really good improvements that kind of make me want to play it a little bit more.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yo,
download it
Chuck.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Mark Ray, you would like it. It's right. It's totally your kind of game. So
yeah. Give it a whirl, man. Why not? Yo, Chunk. So you played Halo multiplayer? I'm sure you've been playing it. Cause he's saying Halo is so damn good. I mean, the
It
campaign
is, man.
looks really good. It looks good. I can't. I
Dude,
haven't
the
played
Well,
it
we're gonna
gunplay
yet.
talk
is
about Halo
amazing.
right now. So
Yeah,
The
yeah.
gunplay is amazing, man. I love it.
Speaking of, we got couple things to say about Halo.
so here we go. I'll move the first one here.
Yeah. So yeah, man. It looks like there's been a couple of issues with Halo Infinite and their battle pass. So as far as like the battle pass goes, like you guys haven't had a chance to play it, but like I played a couple of
Yeah,
matches.
I played it, bro.
Oh, okay, so Margaret, you got a chance to play it. Did you feel that the experience points that you got after each match was like adequate, or did you feel like it was like extra weak?
Well, it's all like mission based. You know, you're trying to do your dailies, you're trying to do your weeklies, you're trying to do all
Yeah,
these challenges. So it's not like other battle passes, like let's say Smite or Fortnite or even Call of Duty, where you could just grind and
and then get
knock it out.
everything.
You
Yeah,
know, other games have like bonus weekends, like, oh, it's double EXP. I could just grind through, you know, a catch up mechanic. This is not like that. But at the same time, we got to keep this into consideration that the Halo Infinite Battle Pass never expires. Other ones, they're seasons. This one is forever.
so
Yeah, but
you
they
just
do
buy
have
it one
seasons,
time
though.
and you always keep it.
It is
Yes.
still a season though, right? Because
Yes.
I
It's
know
a
the battle
season.
pass isn't a season, but I know they have seasons in Infinite.
So maybe it like resets,
But it's not
you
a
always
time.
have.
It's not a
Okay.
time
Because
season.
if you
Once
go
a new
to
season comes out, they'll both coexist. You could
okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Interesting.
So after a while, you might have 4 or 5 different battle pass
Correct.
sections that you're going through. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, see, Mark Araya, what I was hearing that people were really pissed about with the battle
Bro,
pass
the experience was
is
just
that
bunk, bro.
yeah, for one is the experience, but also that they were locking your experience behind challenges, and also that it makes you not want to play to win. It makes you want to play to the challenge. So like you're in the game, and you're like, shoot, you know, it makes a lot more sense for me to use this gun, but I'm not going to use it because I got to get headshots or whatever with my pistol, or I got to
Yeah.
find this gun. And so you're running around just hunting for a specific gun. I even heard, Mark, that a lot of people you would see join the game and then after 5 minutes quit because likely they got the one extra kill they needed, for their headshot, and they just wanted to get in there and get that and then get out. And I hear it's a real issue. I think it. So when I was reading about this, I think 343, when they were around, the development table, they were talking, and they thought it would be really cool to have challenges, right? Like, how cool would it be if we had people, 10 shotgun kills, and they get an experience bump, right?
Right.
And people will just play the game, and they'll pick up these shotguns as they're playing, and they'll get these challenges. I think they underestimated people's desire to hunt for the battle pass rewards. Like, I think they underestimated just how hard people would want these battle pass awards.
Yeah, well,
to where they would just focus in on the challenges and avoid the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it should be like you're just rewarded for playing the game. Like, you play a mission, a battle, and then you just get a good amount of XP. Like, I only got maybe 100 or something XP off of playing like a whole game. And it's like, dude, my bar is hella big, and you gave me just this little scooch for playing? Like, come on, man. I should at least, for the first 10 levels, I should have to play 2 matches to get a level up. Like, as long as I play 2 matches, I can get, into the next one. Like, Destiny had it where you was leveling up consistently. All you had to do was play, man. And it was just killing and doing the regular stuff that you're doing. Winning the matches gave you more XP and allowed you to climb higher in that thing. But the fact that the XP was so little, I was like, oh, I can't even do this because I'm not seeing no kind of upgrades.
But also, people are challenge hunting, man. Like, everyone's trying to get the challenge completed rather than winning the match, or they're just hopping in and out of games to get certain challenges done. Dude, that's they need to fix that bad.
Yeah, you see what Chunk said? He said that they spent half a match just hopping in and out of a Razorback just so everybody can have the achievement on there.
Yeah, see? Exactly. That's not even objective. They're just trying to do something. That's so stupid.
Hey, man, let me hop in that car real quick so I can get the achievement.
That's bad design by 343, man.
I think compared to Call of Duty Warzones, their challenges are vast. Like, per weapon, there's different challenges. So whatever weapon you like, you can do all, whatever operator you play with. The challenges are way too limited in scope. And as a result, like Chunk said, like Sir Knight was saying, when you go and just play a casual game, if you have limited time, the game may not go how you're anticipating. It's not really rewarding you for performing well in the game. It's kind of rewarding you just for doing an arbitrary thing on the side. Yeah. So I think it kind of really takes away from the intention of the game. And I think we will see probably for the next season a more revised and refined challenge system, because this is just, I'm really surprised that 343 really missed the mark when they have so many battle passes to compare it to. Every damn game has a battle pass these days. So for them to release this, it's I think everyone's just shaking their head.
I really like Destiny's. Hearthstone's is really good.
Yeah.
I really like those battle passes quite a bit. I enjoyed the Destiny one a lot.
Destiny's was nice because you understood it. Okay, if I get the battle pass, right, then I'll immediately get this weapon, this, and this off top. But if I don't buy the battle pass, I'll get that stuff. I'll work through it. But one of the biggest issues with this is that the battle pass has it doesn't even unlock stuff for you that you have to pay for. There's stuff that's in the store that the only way you can get it is in the store, right? You have to pay about $1,000 of money.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But what I wanted to say is the reason why it's a major problem is because you're paying money for this battle pass. So whenever I see a battle pass and I pay money, you need to make a battle pass very attainable, because you want it to be as though when you buy the battle pass and you see the 2 rows, one row is for the standard, traditional path everyone's on, and the battle pass is above it. You want to be able to look down the line at all those items and realize you just bought all those. You didn't get them immediately, but they should be close to immediate because you spent actual real money.
Yeah,
But
it's
that
gonna be
stuff on
quicker
that
for you to
top
get it.
row, that top row means you need to be able to acquire all that in a casual way because you just spent real money on it. And so I
Right.
think that they need to make sure that with a battle pass, because I've never been able to not attain like the battle pass amount without like just casual playtime. It needs to be
Mhm.
very casually earnable because you just spent real money on it. Because
Right.
otherwise, I'd rather just take that $10 or whatever it is and spend it in the shop on cosmetics. There's no point in buying the battle pass. Whenever you spend money, you should be able to get something immediately, kind of like what Gali was saying. But
Yeah.
also, everything on that path should be easily attainable as well, very casually attainable. Because
Yeah, because
otherwise,
they're giving you
what if
like
you spend
XP
money?
boosts and stuff like that to help
Yeah,
you
like
reach
dude,
those next passes. You know,
yeah,
those
like
next.
God, yeah, like God, like what if you spent the money on the battle pass and you got that little scooch? You're like, dude, what am I gonna? I just spent $10 and I might get one level after a whole week of work. I get one additional item. No, that
Yeah,
whole battle pass should be mine. Very
yeah.
easy.
I played 12-bit maps, and all I got was like 1-2 levels. Like that's nuts, man. Like
Yeah, that's a
you're
major
not getting nothing
problem.
at all. Like yeah, they gotta
Yeah.
revamp that whole shit.
So you have until May for the first season. So it is a long time, you know, but I think that they definitely need to figure out a quicker progression for people that, want to
Right?
grind it out, or people who are really good at the game, getting MVP, you only get 50 EXP. That's kind of low. I think they should make you more incentives to actually play the game instead of just trying to do some arbitrary side quest in the game, which will make everyone else's experience, crappier.
Well, and that
But
sounds like that's too long a season. That's a long season, all the way till May.
I
Like
think
season should
3 months
be
is a
two
good season.
months. Yeah,
2 or 3
two
tops.
or 3 months is how I think a season should be. Not well. That's like 6 months,
That's a long time, dude.
dude. That's way too long a season.
Yeah.
That you
So
you
I
need you
think,
need, you need to freshen it up every quarter. You need
yeah.
like that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
No
So
wonder
I
why it's
think,
so hard because they're having you grind for 6 months. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Hey man, I know it's tough. We're gonna give you 100 XP for each game you played, but you got until May, so yeah, you can
That's
make
like
it. I
crazy.
believe in you.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
That's a problem right there. That's way seasons are way too long.
yeah,
yeah.
Like
but
Diablos are 1 month, right? They're too short. No, Diablos go 3 months, right?
Diablos are between 2 and 3 months a season.
Yeah. See, that's perfect.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
but
how
I mean
Hearthstone is
that,
too. Hearthstone's 3 months, I believe.
but that money issue is another thing that just ain't no joke though.
Yeah, here's the money one. Um, no, this is the money one. Yeah, so they newly discovered um, that someone data mined every single bundle you can buy. They
Hmm.
haven't launched them yet, but when they launch them all, if you wanted to get all of the bundles, all the cosmetics, it would cost you $1,035. So a lot of people are like, this is way too greedy for a free to play game. Um, I don't know. My feeling on it is, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but I'm under the impression that everything in the Halo shop is cosmetic only and not pay to win. So I can kind of care less if they want to have $5,000 worth of items in there. Like, I mean, I never go. This is one point that Jaffe made, uh, uh, the creator of God of War.
Hmm.
Jaffe was saying, I never go into like the mall and walk into a store and say, how much does it cost for everything in here? Like you always have to pick and choose. Like you kind
Yeah,
of always pick and choose things you want. And I think that's how a cosmetic store is. You go in there and you're like, I like that. I like that. I don't say, let me buy every one of them. Like that's just kind of weird. I don't know if this is because a lot of people haven't played modern day free to play games, but this is a standard thing in all free to play games, which is why I don't really know why this is much of an issue. Unless I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
As far as them trying to be greedy or whatever, like I mean, I understand if the game is free to play, right? They're trying to make their money and they're trying to figure it out. But I always thought that the stuff that was in the stores could be all obtained through regular gameplay. It's just a matter of how long it would take you to do it. But this is saying that it's like all locked behind that. Like there's no other way to get that shit
Yeah.
unless you pay for it, right?
Correct. So $1,000 to me didn't seem like a lot. So what I did was I thought of other popular free to play games. So I looked up League of Legends and I said, how much is the entire cash shop in League of Legends for skins? Because skins, who cares about that? So I read a post from 2017, and they added up all the skins in League of Legends, and it cost $4,900. So I don't think this is a big deal. I feel like if you went to any free-to-play games and you nickel and dime the whole shop, it probably adds up pretty quick. But it's not something that you are really mindful of. It's a $5 here, $10 there. So I don't think this is greedy at all. It's a free game, and like Sir Knight said, these are all cosmetics only. Different armor pieces, different little colors and stuff. This is all cosmetic. You get all the guns and everything straight out of the gates. This is just gun skins, your armor skins. This stuff is pointless to me. So I don't think this is greedy at all.
Yeah, I mean, and also to Godly's point, like, I don't think that's true, dude. I think a lot of games that come out, there's lots of skins you can't get by playing. Like, the only way you can get them is by buying them in the shop. Like, there's lots of skins that are unique to the shop. Like, this isn't unusual.
Like I said, for League of Legends, all the League of Legends, you can only get them by buying them. So
right.
Oh, you can't even get them like unlocked or nothing.
100%, you have to buy them all. All $4,900 of skins, you can only get them if you buy them.
So I hope it's reversed too. That there's only ways to get certain skins by playing, enough and not.
Yeah, there are unique skins you can get by just playing too. But I'm just saying this seems like business as usual to me. Like, this doesn't seem like anything. This sounds like Sony ponies who are jealous that they can't play Halo. I don't know what this is, but this is really weird because as long as they're all cosmetic, like, if you need these to like progress and like get stronger, then I would be, this is ridiculous. But if this is like just cosmetic items, this is how all free-to-play games make money. Like,
this is how Fortnite makes billions of dollars. They just sell dances and skins.
Yeah, how else is Halo supposed to make money other than a cosmetic shop? Like, I don't know how else they're supposed to make money. So, like, 343, man, put $10,000 of the skin in there. Like, I don't see.
Go nuts.
Go nuts. I don't see what the problem is. Who goes into a store wanting to? How much does it cost to buy it all? Let me do that. I mean, who does that? I never heard of that before.
Somebody who wants to flex, man.
Someone was just trying to get a big number out there, $1,000, like the wow factor.
It might not actually be $1,000. They might have just beefed that title up a little bit.
Yeah, I just did another quick Google search. If you buy all the bundles in Fortnite, it's going to cost you $2,800, and those are just the bundles. Obviously, if you buy all pieces. So I think this is just business as usual, as Sir Knight said. $1,000 to get it all. It is what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a weird complaint, man. It's definitely strange. Hey, I'm being like anyone in the chat right now. If there's something that we're missing here that I don't understand about this greedy thing,
you
have to let me know, because as far as I know, this seems perfectly fine to me. I don't see anything. I don't see an issue here at all. It seems totally kosher.
But do you have an issue with playing against PC players?
I want to know Mark's opinion on this, because you kind of play PC. My first thought is I wouldn't be happy playing against PC players, even without hacks. I don't know. I would
just because their precision is going to be so damn on point.
It's going to be I'm at a disadvantage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
If you look and you're like, oh shit, this is all crossplay? Like, let me get up out of this lobby, man. I'm about to get my ass handed to me. I don't even want no parts of this.
Do they have an option to shut off crossplay? I don't think they do.
So
I think you can.
My take on this
players call for an optional crossplay to be implemented. There's not. There's no option.
So my take on this is it's only sucky for the console players, obviously. And I do wish they did have a toggle for this, because games like Smite, you could turn off the crossplay, let's say Rocket League, you could turn off most crossplay games. It's optional. So for a first person shooter, the difference between a controller and mouse and keyboard is so vast. It really, really sucks for the console people to have to play them just without hacks. You add hacking into the scenario, it's even more salty for you guys. So
that was grief.
But for the PC, this is business as usual. You always are at the mercy of people, using third-party programs, and this is just the life on PC. But for console, they really need an optional, crossplay. They really need it, because that's one of the allures of a console. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about modifications. It's just you jump in, drop off. There's no, it's very streamlined. So it really sucks for you to have to, endure through the PC hackers. But like I said, for PC, this is something you have to deal with on any game. There's no battling this.
Worry about is somebody with the Xbox Elite controller or something.
Yeah,
maybe the sticks play a little bit smoother on that one.
Yeah, on
like
the console,
some of the videos I linked you guys, it's pretty bad. Like it might be I don't know if it's on this one. The videos aren't popping up. But some of the videos are bad, man. Like they're definitely aimbotting like hardcore.
Yeah,
there's only been 1 week.
There's aimbots and there's wall hacks.
1 week.
Yeah, so the main thing is aimbots and wall hacks. So obviously the aimbot is self-explanatory. And then I think there's some pictures and videos of people who are doing the wall hacks where you can just see players through the map. So you can see their outline.
Like fall into like a nook or something, and then you're able to just kill them from wherever.
No, you could just see. It's like you're the all-seeing eye. You can just see people through walls. You can see outlines through walls and crap like that. So pair that with a mouse and keyboard, dude.
That would be extra wicked if you could see somebody through the wall and see when they popping up around the corner. Like that would be nice, man.
See, like when I hear things like this, man, it makes me not want to download it and play it. Like even though like Chonk is like it's so damn good, it's like I bet it is, man. Like he just waits to get off work to play it, but it's like so that makes me want to try it. But then I hear things like this and like I don't know, and I hear the battle pass is so not rewarding, and it's like I'm sure it's fun though. I'm sure people love the gameplay. It's just a blast to play, but you gotta fix these things, man. These grief things, these quality of life things.
Yeah, if you played it, bro, it would literally be just because you was itching to play a first-person shooter. Like you get no type of benefits from playing it besides the enjoyment of just playing it. Like if you were looking to like, oh, like I rank up super quick and then I get like all of these extra weapons and shit. Nah, kiss all of that shit goodbye. You gotta bust your ass in that game to be able to level up. And maybe that's how they want it, man. They want you to really train and soldier up until you get good, and then you'll be able to have all of that stuff. And people will be like, damn, you've been playing for 927 hours? Like, I can't even match up to that. Like, no wonder he has that piece or something. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, man. It's like dedicate your life to Halo multiplayer, and you'll be somebody.
Yeah.
I hope that it's similar to the old school, like Halo 3, where you play the campaign, you get all the skulls, and you unlock cosmetics that way. Because that's how the previous games were. So I'm hoping that, you can still play the campaign and earn cosmetics too. Because,
that'd be cool.
That's how the previous Halo games were. You play the campaign, you earn all these cosmetics. So I still hope that features in the game because that always adds more replayability to the campaign, trying to, play it with all the skulls and the modifiers and on higher difficulty. So
dude, like in my mind, Godly, like that would just make the game so much more fun. So the game is already a blast to play, and then I feel like I'm getting rewarded all the time. That would feel like addiction heaven. But
that's what makes you come back. Yeah. That's what makes you say, "Oh, well, let me play another round because I just like unlocked a bunch of crap and I unlocked a new weapon, so now I want to try that new weapon out or something like that."
Yeah.
But if you're not unlocking shit when you're playing, it's like, really, what am I here for?
I agree, man. 100%. 100%. That's why I'm waiting like Mark. I'm waiting for the campaign.
Yeah,
I hope the campaign's rewarding. It's going to be fun. I'm really hoping for that one. I'm excited for that. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what 343 does to improve this. They're going to make changes.
Yeah,
so we'll follow the story. We'll see what they do.
I mean, if you just take it for face value, the actual gameplay and stuff like that, the game, the multiplayer is cool. It's just, the other aspects of it being a multiplayer and the reasons why you would want to continue playing are just the rough points. So I hope that when they smooth that out, or if they smooth that out, that, it just makes it so that it's just an even better game. Because I wouldn't mind playing, one map and then getting some shit, It's like, even if I lost, I'm still getting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like log in for 30 minutes to an hour.
Play like 2-3 matches and then be out. But you got stuff for it.
Totally, Charlie. I would actually make it even like a weekly player, right? Like just play it, every week just to get
Yeah.
something real quick. Like,
Well, to be honest,
all-
that's exactly how it is right now, guys. You have daily quests that you do. You have weekly quests that you do. So if you just like doing that, that's exactly how it is right
but
now.
how specific are the challenges though? Like,
So
for
there's a
instance, in
daily that's
Hearthstone,
always play 2 games, play 1 game. There's
it's like play games
Yep.
or kill these minions, things you're gonna do normally.
Mhm.
So there's a daily that was play 2 games, get 100 EXP. They nerfed it to play 1 game and get 50 EXP. So
Yeah, but
that's
how
one
much
of the
XP do
dailies.
you need to level up to get a level?
I think it scales the higher you get, but I don't know off the top. But
Because
if you
in
do a
Hearthstone,
couple challenges, you level up.
because in Hearthstone, you have like 100 levels, and I can get a level every day by just doing the dailies. So I do the dailies, and I get a level, and I get my cool item, and I log out. Then I log back in the next day. I do my couple quests, and I know I'm going to get something cool just for literally logging in and doing like 30 minutes of playtime.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like what Mark
That's
was saying is
kind of
gonna
how it is
happen.
right now.
You do the dailies,
That's
but
exactly
you'll just get your levels.
so. That's how it is right now, Ray. So, but the problem with that is people who play other games who just grind games, they want 10 levels a day. So if you're okay, Sir Knight, if that's how you play Hearthstone, you'll be 100% content with Infinite. It's exactly like that. However,
But is each level rewarding you something cool?
each level you get an armor piece, a decal, and if you pay for it, you get the added items. Plus, you get the EXP boost every time you get like 10 levels or 5 levels. It goes faster, kind of like how Hearthstone is too.
Okay.
So, Sir Knight, I think you might be okay if you just want to play a little bit every day. You will be rewarded. But the problem is, let's say you want to play a 2-3 hour session. After 1 hour,
The
you're
first
not
hour,
unlocking.
you're not benefiting as
You're not
much.
doing no more challenges because you already did them all. So
What?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
that's where
I
the
see what you're
problem
saying.
lies.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not good
So
for
they
grinders.
might still have their users, but for somebody who's like dedicated to just playing it,
You're not
they're not gonna
gaining
have that
much.
desire anymore.
Correct.
I see.
Correct.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that makes it like one of those pastime games where you just pop it on when you ain't got shit to do for like an hour. You're gonna break in the middle of the Super Bowl or something like that. Or the halftime in a basketball game. I'll play a couple, do my challenges, and then be out.
I don't know, man. I'm excited because I'm firing up Cyberpunk tonight, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Cyberpunk is a great game, dude. I mean, you're starting it from scratch, so it's gonna be a good feel, man. I almost want to start it from scratch just so I can do it over again, but I made a lot of money reselling those paintings and duplicating them, so I think I kind of want to keep that. I like being able to buy any pieces that I want in the world, but they also got rid of that too. They shut that shit down quick. They make it so you can't duplicate anything anymore.
I don't know if I told you, but I have the bonus Nintendo expansion pass, Godly.
Yeah.
So you're on my family plan, so feel free to use it. And then Sir Knight, if you want to send me your Nintendo account, I can add you to my family plan too. If there's anything you wanted to play on there.
Yeah, me and the kids been playing Super Mario Party for like a couple of nights. My son been on that shit heavy. He like, hey, I want to play Super Mario Party.
The newest one?
The one that we played on your graduation night.
Okay, you went out and picked it up?
Yeah, I went and picked it up probably maybe 2 weeks after I had gone to your party. Because I liked it and I was like, I'll play with my kids. But yeah man, I keep losing, man. My wife keeps smoking me with the bonuses at the very end. Like I mashed on them last night. I had like 4 stars, and my wife had 2, and I think my daughter had 1, and Sire had 0, and I made the dumbass mistake of like, okay, I'm gonna just go this way and land on this bad star or whatever, the bad exclamation joint one that gives you like the bad luck. And I landed on that thinking that it wasn't really gonna do me damage but take some coins. And it took a star from me and gave it to my son. So then I was barely above my wife. And then of course my wife got the extra boost at the very end and gained an extra star from the bonuses. and she had more coins than me, and she beat me. And I was like, "Fuck, man! If I had just moved over and just did the other one, I'd have been okay. I would have won." But she been kicking my ass in that shit.
I've been meaning to get the Super Mario, the All Stars Mario Party, the Super Mario Party Superstars.
Right.
I've been meaning to get that one because I like a lot of the older N64 boards and the GameCube boards. So that one has those in there. So yeah, dude, that's a great game to play with family. That game never gets old, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah, but I gotta go to the online thing and try out the ones because I still haven't checked out any of the Nintendo ones or the Super Nintendo ones. So the Sega is the new stuff that they added.
Yeah, the Sega N64 is on there now. So
right, did they add any like Sonic stuff on there at all or no? I can't remember.
There's one Sonic game on there. I haven't played them. I just been playing the Animal Crossing. Or my wife's been playing the Animal Crossing expansion, and I tried it out, and it's pretty dope. So
yeah. Was it worth the money? Like, was it worth the pack, the expansion?
Well, it was a wash for him. It was a wash for Mark.
Yeah, because we have two copies.
Yeah, I know he was gonna get it regardless or whatever. But
because we have two Switches and 2 copies, so it was really good because I would have had to spend $50 to get 2 DLCs. So with the $79.99, I got 8 DLCs. Whoever else is on my account gets it too. So it's a really good value for me.
Okay.
I gotta mail you that Advance Wars Circle of the Moon Castlevania.
Oh yeah.
Give me your
either that or I mean, when are you gonna mail it? Because I think I'm gonna. If I had known, I was down there today, so I would have just.
Oh yeah, I can give it to you.
Give it to him, but
I want Mark to play that game.
I'm going down there.
I want to play it
2 weekends.
in 480p on my TV
in all its glory, dude.
Hey, believe it or not, the little device I have, dude, the games, the color,
they play good.
It's 4:3 on my TV, but dude, it actually looks really, really clean. Like it's really dope, and it has a feature where it emulates the lines if you like that, like a CRT lines. But it looks really cool. So I really enjoy playing GameCube games with my little upscaler that I got.
And how big of a TV are you playing it on?
55.
Yeah, but it puts it in 4:3 aspect ratio, so it puts it in a square basically.
Okay, so it's like a square within your TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just cuts off the edges, but
like old school stuff, like we used to play. Remember the little
yeah.
You had to play on that?
Yeah, I remember.
That's what he's playing on. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, but dude, it's actually pretty dope, man. Like it's cool, man. I have the original Animal Crossing, so I was playing that with my wife on there. That was kind of cool. Yeah, we were playing the original Animal Crossing because the box said it had multiplayer, but then we played the multiplayer, and it's like we have 4 towns. She goes in her house, and I come out of mine. So it's not true multiplayer. It's just we have 4 houses on the same island. So that was a wash right there. Not a wash, but it's not like true multiplayer,
Yeah, it's redundant. Yeah,
but the box says 1 to 4 player multiplayer, but it lied.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, guys, I guess that's it for everything that we have for you this week. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, and everybody who clicks on this video. We appreciate you guys. If you haven't yet, please like, and if you're catching this later, comment for sure, and then subscribe, man. And stay tuned. We got a giveaway. I got to make the video for the giveaway announcement soon. So when I do that, you guys will know, especially if you click that notification bell or whatnot. But yeah, we got a big giveaway coming up because 'tis the season, man. You know how that goes. So until next week, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.